Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of Castle Farms Homestead. Today we are putting rafters on the utility shed. I have to say, I was generally pleased with how easy it was to build the rafters. A little bit of technical math involved in everything, but once you get the hang of it, you can really fly through them pretty quickly. One problem that we ran into when installing the rafters was that when the rafters were on the ridge beam and had been lifted, the ridge beam was lifted up off of its support. It leaned away from the building. So Clint and I put up this little support here to help keep the rafters flush with the edge of the building, so our roof wasn't falling away. But don't you worry, that wasn't the only issue that we ran into, because of course not. Nothing out here goes smoothly. Most of that's our fault, but part of that's just the nature of things. Not everything runs the way it's supposed to, but you make corrections when you have to.
So we got to show you where we messed up. Anything look wrong up here? It does to me. The rafter goes that direction at the top. What I did is when we marked the rafters or the ridge board up top for the rafter positions, I took it all the way out to 24 feet, which is the edge of our building, not taking into account the inch for insulation and the ½ inch for the sheathing. So it's an 1.5 inches too far this direction. So we've got to cut that off, move it back in 1.5 inches. Then also we have to cut off 1.5 inches off the very end too, to make that right. So there you go. Not too big of a deal.
There is 21 seconds of silence to fill in this gap right here, which seems like too short amount of time to put in music. Just have it fade in real quickly, play for a couple seconds, and then fade out. But now that as I'm talking to fill this gap, it feels a lot longer. So I'm not really sure what else to say. I'm just going to keep on talking.
Figured out what was wrong with that rafter still, why it's still offset. Basically, what we forgot to do on the other end, I also forgot to take into account on this end. We have another 1.5 inches here that we didn't account for in our measurements at that end. So we've got to cut that off again, move it over another 1.5 inches. It's not a mistake unless you don't fix it. So we're going to fix it. Well, this is it. One more nail and all the rafters will be in. That's it. Look at this. Check it out. What do you think, bud?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I agree. You got a ridge board right across your face. Ah, there he is. Ah! Yeah.
Our ridge board looks straight from up here too.
Yeah. Yep, it looks good. We found an issue along the way. One of our rafters, we forgot to cut the 3/4 inch off at the end, and we put it like, what the heck? Everything's off a little bit. We had to cut that off again like we did. We're getting pretty good at that now.
Yeah.
Cut that off, cut the rafter in, 3/4 inch off, fit perfectly, and then from there on it was a breeze. Everything went really well.
Yep.
Everything lined up well. So this is pretty exciting. You can see the ends are not lined up. That's because we left them, and we'll snap a line where we want to cut them so they're all exactly straight, and that's where our fascia board will go. So that's next on the agenda. Well, there you have it. I think that's a good day.
I think so too.
Pretty dang productive.
Yeah, got a lot done.
Yeah, got all the rafters up, got the tails cut. Dang, I'm happy. I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Now all we have to do tomorrow, we'll start working on probably building the ends of those upper part by the rafters. Build those in, frame those in, and then we can put on the fascias, and yeah, that'll be next. So thanks for watching, guys. Keep following. Got some good stuff coming up, especially this thing right here. It's gonna be awesome when it's done.
Yep. Remember, keep taking one step closer toward your goals. We got a couple steps closer to ours right here. And if you liked the video, like the video, leave us a comment telling us everything you saw us do wrong up here.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Yep, we know they'll be long.
But it's still turning out well, so.
Yep. Well, it's a new day. And we're
supposed to start. Welcome back to Castle, because this is a new video.
If it is.
It is. Absolutely.
We'll see.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Castle Farms.
Do I? Yep.
I appreciate you telling me that.
It's still there. Is it? You gotta, it's like right on under there now. There you go.
How's it looking now?
I mean, they're up there, but there's none on camera.
There's nothing sticking out blatantly. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back to Castle Farms Homestead. It is another day and we're back on the shed.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know the name of things that we're doing, so Clint's gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah. Take two. Why don't you start, and then I can come in and tell them what we're doing.
Hey guys, you wanna look at the camera? Hey guys, and welcome back to another exciting installment of Castle Farms Homestead. It's a new day, it's the same project. We're still working on the utility shed here.
Yep, today we're going to be getting on, we've got the roof rafters up, but now we have to frame the end walls of that gable roof. So we'll be doing it this side and that side, get that ready then to put insulation and sheathing on that. So that's our goal for today. let's get it done. So in framing this gable end here, we've run into an issue. Basically, we want to box out the inside of that, and the angle up there of where the rafters are, we need a pretty extreme cut of about 76 degrees. And I've been trying to figure out how in the world to cut a 76 degree angle on a 2x6, and I'm getting nowhere. Finally brought out the miter saw. Thought, well, okay, we'll set up the miter saw, we'll be able to do it. Well, it'll only go up to 60 degrees. So we set it at 60 degrees just to try it out, and it won't even cut it straight. So I don't know. We're running into roadblocks everywhere we go. Finally, I've decided, forget the 74 degrees. We'll just cut best we can, which is at a 45 degree angle on the miter saw. We'll use that. When it fits in there, there'll be a little bit of a gap, but it doesn't matter. It's just basically a nailer anyway, so we just won't nail into the gap. So that's it. That's what we're gonna do. So now that we've got our frame in all the way around, next we need to mark where our studs are going to go. So we're going off the studs that are down below, continuing those up. We've marked the studs, and then we'll take the level and pick the edge of the stud, make sure it's perfectly level, mark the top, and then we can measure that distance and know the length of the stud that we want. I already did this one. I know it's 18 inches from the outside, the high point of that stud, to here. So I'll cut that one now.
Did we get that on camera?
I think so. How did I line up? Looks pretty good from what I can tell here. Oops. Oh, that was Did I mention it's a windy day today? Perfect.